Welcome to Global Tax Talks Tax in 60 Seconds. I'm Will Morris, and here are some things to watch out for in the coming week with, for the first time in a while, a particular focus on the OECD 2 pillars. First, mystery swirls around the future of Pillar 1 as we approach the date for the possible release of the Amount A Multilateral Convention and its promised opening for signature. While attending G7 meetings in Italy recently, US Treasury Secretary Yellen told reporters that the US could not yet support the convention because of the position of India and China on Amount B, the fixed return to routine marketing and distribution activities. India's concerns are well documented in footnotes to the February Amount B report. China's role is less clear. Secretary Yellen said they weren't really engaged in the discussions, although China has also been a long-term proponent of, for example, the concept of location-specific advantages, which would allocate more income to the source/market country. But remember, without a US signature, the MLC can't move forward, and the DST moratorium ends. So what is all this about? Some have suggested that the US is looking to put the blame for the MLC failing on other countries. My view, for what it's worth, is that the US, one way or another, is trying to persuade, or cajole, or embarrass those two countries into making concessions, whether real or apparent. India is now almost through its multi-week election, and a reshaped government could make some changes. And China, because it has the second largest number of 20 billion revenue MNCs, may be another part of this political puzzle. But my guess is Treasury really does want to sign the MLC, not least to try to put any DST issues out of the way for now. So watch out for developments in the next few weeks. Meanwhile, on Pillar 2, two interesting nuggets. First, the EU has launched the second stage of infringement, i.e. enforcement actions, against Spain, Cyprus, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and Portugal for failing to enact Pillar 2 legislation. Of course, all these countries except Portugal are already legislating. So what this really shows is the rigidity of the EU system once a directive is in place. As I've observed before, in relation to the directive's mandate to have a UTPR effective by 1/1/25, this may make reaching a necessary political agreement on the UTPR much harder. We'll see. The other nugget is we expect the next batch of Pillar 2 guidance imminently, perhaps by the time you're watching this. It will apparently cover deferred tax liability recapture and several other issues. No safe harbors though this time. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and come back next week so that you stay global tax ready.